Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Life Oz. If you're thinking, hang on, what she's saying is not really matching up to the mouth movements, that is because the GoPro decided to record with no sound for whatever reason. So this episode's going to have some really bad dubbing in certain parts, but don't worry about that because in this episode we're going to get cracking at Bright Brewery, and I go through a few of their beers before we move on to a few different wineries. An epic free camp at a sports ground with a beautiful view, and the sunsets were to die for. Plus we got to have a fire, which was ace given it's winter down here. So stay tuned, crack a beer or grab a wine if you haven't already, and strap yourselves in for an awesome drinking session by me. And we also hit up Myrtleford cheese and an olive shop. So lots to come and awesome places that we've been to. All right, guys, with no further ado, let's get amongst it. Good morning. As you can see, we are at the Bright Brewery. Yes. What do you think, kid? Oh, you know, just rocking out. Yeah. I'm going to get my drink on. I'm going to sample some beers. Let's go have a squiz. Lead the way, Nana. Ooh, probably won't be having the lager, but I'll be having everything else. Thanks, Mum. Oh, yeah. So, I have the Trailblazer tasting paddle, and we got Mum I've got to read it because it's so different. Spice. Oh, it's a dark, bloody hell. It's an Alpine spice cider, and it's served warm. So there you go. So we'll let you know what a warm cider tastes like. On the tasting paddle you get their 6 of their core range, and then they've got heaps of other stuff. So you got their lager, their bright sour mid-strength, their bright pale ale, or bright ale as they call it. Ooh, staircase porter, hellfire amber ale, and MIA IPA. What do you think, little Miss Magooby? Let's give them a burp. Start with their lager, because lager's lager. Not a huge fan of lager. It's a nice lager though. Got some flavour about it. You want to taste? I like their little glasses. They're cute.
Yeah, cute. The right size.
And I like the paddle. How cool.
Yeah. Oh, just as a lager.
Just a lager, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad though.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
For a lager, it actually has some flavour, which is nice. This is their bright sour. It's a sour, but it has no discerning taste. Like, it's just a sour. It's a sour something.
Yeah, you can taste the beer right at the end of it.
Yeah. So as they write at the end. So it's somebody who wants something a little different, who likes cider but don't want cider. So it has a bit of
That
cider
one,
taste. Yeah. So this is their bright ale.
I never delete.
No, not a huge fan of that one actually. The next is the MIA IPA. Not a fan of IPA, so we'll give it a go. Still not a fan of IPA. Amber ale. That's yum.
And it's just called Amber Hellfire.
That initial hit is beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's different.
It's a shame I still have the taste of IPA in my mouth because that yum. Water. I'm gonna have another sip. Yeah.
That one.
That amber ale is good. The last one is their porter. Big fan of porters at the moment. It's a strong tasting porter. But out of them, I reckon their amber ale is the one. Yeah. And then is into my beers. Yeah, the lager's not too bad for a lager.
Yeah, that's not a bad lager. Oh, that's not bad.
Well, you would like sours, especially that one, because it's kind of like a cider. It seems very far away, Mum.
I pulled her out because it's too hot.
Okay.
Hello, little baby. Yes, all right.
All right, so Mum's going to try her distilled, spiced cider, warm concoction. Tastes bad or it doesn't?
Doesn't taste bad. Tastes good.
Is it sweet?
Oh, sweet. Naturally, it's sweet.
For someone who doesn't eat sugar and hasn't for the last 400 years, how long? 30, 40, 50 years?
35 years.
35 years, doesn't eat sugar, so will only eat like fruit. It won't eat cakes, chips, lollies, anything like that. She loves sweet. Go figure! Oh, it's like a chai cider. Taste of apple cider, but with chai spice. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know whether you can buy it.
If you could, it can. Yeah, I don't know.
Whether they just make it.
Worth the $14 for that glass. It's actually a chai cider, chai apple cider. That's really good. How's your foot taste?
Wow.
Kid? How's your foot taste?
I reckon you could put anything in that. Like
It's yum.
whatever, yeah, the soy stuff in it, I suppose.
Does that foot taste good? Does it, kid?
Getting
My
red,
name's
don't think
Stevie
it's
and
that.
I'm so cute.
Didn't realise they'd be so hot. I suppose it's because out in the...
Yeah, it's in the sun too. I'll check back in when I try some more of their beers. I'm going to enjoy this now. I'm now on to the Tropical XPA. So I'll have a pot of this, and then there's a compost cookie, and it's a stout, and it looks delicious. So I'm going to have a go of that next, and then there'll be a few takeaways, and then we're on to the wineries after that. Ripper. And while we drink, so does Stevie. She's playing silly buggers. I'm going to keep her. So we're here with the Compost Cookie Stout. They made this one for the Gabs Festival, especially. So I had a sip at the bar. It's good. I'll have a sip now. It's better. Up front, nice, sweet, all the flavours, and then the stout hits. Have a sip, Mother. No, she's thrown up again.
Oh, has she? Oh, she has too. Yeah, I've got one. Good thing I wore all the old stuff.
Just so all the attention's back onto Little Miss and not the beer.
That's nice, but that's, I bet you that's very calorific.
Who cares? bloody delicious.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
going to
Is that the one with
finish this, and I'm going to be getting several takeaways of it.
Is that the
Stout.
No, but it's chocolate in it.
Oh, marshmallow, caramel, like it's got it all. When I get it, I'll show you the can. It's cool, and I'll read it out to you. It's bloody beautiful. I'll show you when I'm in there, when I'm buying about 15,000 cans of it.
The thing is, how much is that? How much do they cost? You know, a 4 or a 6 pack or whatever.
We don't discuss that, do we? Not when Nana's paying.
I don't know. We should. We should.
I'll let you all know, but I'm going to enjoy it now. Cheers. That's the Compost Cookie Imperial Stout. Whew, bloody beautiful. So through here is Billy Button Wines. And that's the door there. Mum and I had a tasting of several wines. And Mum's pissed if you hadn't picked that up by who are you chatting to? Mum is blind, and she is so annoying when she's drunk. I mean, good on her. Good on her for having a good time and enjoying it, but it's patience testing. And I guess you would know if you hung out with your 76-year-old mother 24/7 over the course of at least 5 weeks. But yeah, we hit up Billy Button Wines. We tried a lot, and the sparkling Shiraz, of course, is always a winner. And I also, then I did like their Barbera, and I don't even know which one, Tempranillo I think it was. And I came back to try the Tempranillo because the guy next to us was also tasting it and he enjoyed it. So I went, oh look, I'll give it a crack, you know, and he bounced back from the sparkling Shiraz to that as well. And then I tasted that and I actually went, oh yeah, wow, that was actually nice. Thinking, if you can bounce back to a full-bodied red after a fruity red like a sparkling Shiraz, then it's got to be a good bloody red, right? And so then I needed to taste it against the Barbera. I needed to then compare the pair. And the Barbera had black olive tones, and it, to be honest, when I first tasted it, oh mate, it was beautiful. And so I came back and then I compared the pair, and I had to say I went with the Tempranillo. I really hope now it's the Tempranillo that either way, once I have a look at the bottle, I will tell you exactly which one I bought. So I compared it, and oh, beautiful. And the Shiraz, I think I bought the Shiraz anyway back in Myrtleford when we tried Billy Button there too. And I also bought the Bush Tucker Shiraz, which I will keep for at least 18 months before I crack it, and it'll be at its peak performance. But Billy Button, there's so much to taste on the menu, and you think, if you're not someone who's into your wines, you come here and they're different names of those wines, and you think, what the bloody hell is that, right? Try them all. You can try everything on their menu. They had about, I'd say, 18 whites to try, including Prosecco, and they had probably at least 15, I would say, reds. Probably 15, who knows, whatever. But shit tons, right? And so you can taste all the different variants of all the different wines, and they all have completely different tastes. So go in, try everything, find out what it is that you like, and stock up. I'll find out what it is now. Mum's pissed, so bear with me. Coming in, mother.
Oh, she bit me finger.
Stevie bit her finger. Oh, she bit me finger. Just want to find it. Did you get Nana's finger? Look at the size of her gob on her when she's eating her banana.
Yeah, she eats big. She has big.
She gets a bloody big bite of banana. So I'm leaning over Mother. I'm looking for... Shush.
Oh,
sorry, it's not Tempranillo. I just made shit up. It's the Nebbiolo. So this is the one I liked, yeah. And my chins. So yeah, this. So If you can come back from a sparkling Shiraz
Oh,
to a full-bodied red and think, shit, that's bloody good, then buy it, because it is hard to come back from anything fruity or sweet to a full-bodied and go, oh yeah, shit, that's good. So the sparkling Shiraz, good to go. Having said that, I did enjoy the Barbera before I tried this, and this is what I liked. Nebbiolo, bloody good. Get amongst it. Get to Billy Button Wines. Get to Bright Brewery. It's a good town. Might move here. Mum bought cheese in there, and she bought this blue cheese.
oh, there's another one.
And I had a taste of it.
There's other cheese.
And she's like, it's not like Stilton. So if you know what blue cheese is, you know Stilton's like a blue cheese, right?
And it's a stinky cheese.
And it stinks.
Stinky and
Very stinky and very just disgusting in general. So what's that cheese called?
Huh?
That fart. Oh. So this cheese that I had a bite of it because I'm like, oh, I'll give it a go. Give it a go. And I wanted a nibble, right? And she jams like, anyway, so I probably had like a nibble, but not my taste of a nibble. It was the most offensive thing I have ever put in my mouth. At least top 3, right? Like, oh. This is what it looks like in its little, oh. And then she's like fingered the shit out of it.
That's cold.
Oh, cold.
Saint something.
Oh. What she's even done to it now is as equally as disgusting as how it tastes, right? Oh, it's putrid.
If you go to a cheese place, that's going to be...
If you go to a cheese place and you ordered fart, I can't get that taste out of it. Oh, don't give it. No, I don't want it. Oh, what's
Really?
that? Oh, she's throwing bread at me. I hope you didn't give her that cheese. Oh.
No, I gave her some of the bread.
So I'm going to have a bite of the cheese, which is called de Affinois. De Affinois? De Affinois.
Soft cheese.
It's a soft cheese. Well, it has to taste, but you could not possibly get worse than the fart that she just made me eat before. Oh. Let's open it and you can get my live reaction.
Oh, me finger.
Don't eat the blue. Right. I'm opening the cheese and you're getting a nice close-up of my beautiful bears.
What? Wasn't it any good?
No, it wasn't any good. Alrighty. It has a, oh, g'day. It has quite a crumbly skin. Not the foreskin, but the skin.
It's just cheese we got at the...
Yeah, this is what we got at the Bright Button, no, Billy Button.
White tasting. They seem to waste a lot of wine. I reckon the wine really must cost, $2.
Apart from the skin, you know how you get, that cheese in a circle? The little triangles that you get, Mum? The soft cheeses that we used to get as kids?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it tastes like. Don't eat the skin, but eat the insides and it tastes like, what was it called? Laughing cow. Laughing cow cheese in the little triangles, but you get it in a circle. It's still around. That's what that tastes like. Oh, what a bounce back from arse cheese. Oh, I'm gonna eat that with my little bit of bread that she gave me to wash down the taste of fart.
Well, I can give you more bread if you want.
I don't want any more fart. Yeah. Laughing cow cheese. Bloody beautiful. I'm out. We'll hit you up if we hit another brewery or another winery, which we probably will on the way home. Peace. We are at Michelini Michelini wines in Myrtleford. So we're going to do another tasting in here. I didn't film the tasting at Billy Button. We're in there for way too long. And just go yourself. There is so many wines to taste. Anyway, we're going into Michelini. We're going to taste the wines. We'll probably end up buying something. I just watched these guys drive out, and they drove out and they carried out, a box. So that's a good 6 bottles of wine. We're going to check it out. How beautiful is this? Right in the heart of Myrtleford, along the main drag. We'll let you know if the wines are any good. The wines at Michelini were delicious. I got about 5 bottles and I highly recommend going there. So this is the epic camp that I was talking to you about at the beginning. As you can see in the background, that's where the sun sets and it is stellar. That's where I had my fire and I just sat there and chilled and overlooked. So behind here where I'm pointing about, behind that water tank is a playground. Over here in the white building behind me now is the showers and toilets and the footy fields behind that. And then over here behind me again is a tennis court. So there's heaps to do here as well for the kids. But I sat there with the fire and just enjoyed several wines and watched a beautiful sunset. Good morning. Today we are at Myrtleford Cheese and we did a bit of tasting and we bought some of their cheeses. They were beautiful. So recommend Myrtleford Cheese to those of you who have not been here before. I'll take you now for a quick squiz through the shops and show you some of the cheeses. Enjoy.
I guess I'll wait for you to come. I know it's fate, temptation's tongue. I'll follow you into the blue. I'll be so won't you? I'm a happy, happy balloon.
These are just some of the cheeses that we tasted and they were delicious. I did purchase a few of those and as you can see, Stevie is stoked with my choices. And she supports me 100% in my cheese buying endeavours. Here's just some of their other range of goodies that you can buy, try, or just look at. But definitely get in here to Myrtleford Cheese because it is yummy. And they do have some banging specials too, as you can see there by their $5 range. And we did grab a couple of cheeses from that $5 section and they were delicious. And luckily enough, one of them was their Camembert, which we did really enjoy also. So happy days. $5 for a solid, delicious chunk of cheese. You cannot go wrong with that. And then just up the way in the same complex, there's a winery. So of course, we had to check out their cellar door. This particular cellar door, I was quite impressed with. They had a wine called a Rasan, and it was outstanding. It was kind of a shardy type taste, but it had such insane flavours at the start and on the front palate. It actually blew me away. I bought several bottles of this, I think a good 3 or 4. Because I was just that impressed with the wine. It's one of the better wines that I had tasted on this trip, or the most unique flavoured wine, I would say. So as you can see, this is the quaint little cellar door. There's the cutest little baby in the world. Hey, Bubba. And it's decorated nicely, and the lady who served us was great. So Mum and I got stuck in. Happy days. So this is me now spruiking how good that Rosanne wine was. And what I'm saying here is that I wish I was filming so you could have seen the reaction on my face when I tasted it. It was the best wine I had tasted. And what I'm saying here is that I couldn't even explain the taste. It was just that good. So unfortunately, with the no sound, we can't gauge my reaction exactly after tasting it, but you can see by my lips, if you can lip read that well, and my face, I was pretty bloody stoked with it. There you go, mind blown. Our next winery is the one, the only, Brown Brothers. Now I thought, I'm in the area, so is Brown Brothers, then I have to check it out, right? Here is a little squiz of the external grounds of Brown Brothers, and as you can see, it is quite beautiful. So they're clearly a very established winery, and you can sit out here and drink your wine and enjoy the serenity of Brown Brothers and their grounds. But we're going to head in, we're going to do a tasting, and we're going to see what it's all about. So join us as we go to Brown Brothers' cellar door.
Say that you want me or I lose all. Say that you want me or I
But because Brown Brothers is so readily available and accessible in all bottle shops, I'd actually had a fair few of their wines just throughout life in general. So there wasn't really anything here at this time that really took my fancy or was anything special. And here we are now at the olive shop. We came in, we tasted a few different olives, and we bought a few different olives. They were quite yummy, but this store has so much more than olives. As you can see, there's condiments, there's jams, there's a whole range of different jarred items that you can buy. We'd already stocked up previously at Jim Jam, as you're aware, in the Stanley episode. And if you haven't checked that out, go and check that one out after this, because Jim Jam was epic. But here, we tried the olives and we bought the olives. Speaking of Jim Jam, there you go. There's some of the goods that you can purchase from Jim Jam, plus a whole host of others. Alrighty, let's crack on and let's taste some delicious olives.
I won't get up, get out of my head, saying things that I wish you'd regret. You tease me, mess with me, when you're around me, you think you're funny, but
Me. I want to say mom. Oh, I say mom. Come on.
oh, it hurts. I try my best to make sure you're happy, but it seems like it never work. If you feel sad when you're all alone, then let's talk about it. Talk about your heart. I know this isn't who you are, so let's talk about it. Talk about your heart. Talk about it. Talk about your heart. I don't wanna pick another fight.
We now find ourselves at John Gehrig Winery. Just to go back to the olives, they were good. Recommend going there if you want to mix it up from the wines and the beers and the cheeses. Hit up the olives. Why not? Delicious. So, back to the John Gehrig cellar door. Check it out. I really love the aesthetics of this place, with the wine barrels as the bar and then the wine barrels behind the bar, etc. I just really, really liked it. So we did try a few wines from here as well, and naturally we purchased a few wines from here as well. So if you're in the area, stop on in. Lovely people, sick venue. Can't say anything bad about it, really. All right, let's crack on.
Trying to get you back in my life. You tease me, mess with me when you're around me. You think you're funny, but no, it hurts. I try my best to make sure you're happy, but it seems like it can never work if you feel sad and you're all alone. Then let's talk about it. Talk about your heart. I know this isn't who you are, so let's talk about it. Talk about your heart. Talk about it. Talk about your heart. Talk about it. Talk about your heart. Baby, why'd you have to go and tell me things that aren't true? Baby, I'm emotional.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode, guys. We really appreciate it. See how happy it makes the kid? If you liked it and could help us out, please smash that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. Cheers, guys. We'll see you all next week at our next destination. Tune in to see where that is. And until then, we'll leave you with this beautiful view, this beautiful sunset, and get amongst the Adventure Life Oz.